I was originally going to review this episode way later, but after watching this again and again, I just wanted to get it over with because I do not want to talk about this episode anymore. Ugh. Anyway, the episode starts with Flashlight and Discord having a tea party, and then Flashlight says that one of her friends, Tree Hugger, is going with her to the Grabbing Gala. And of course, Discord is completely jealous. I'll just get this out of the way. The scenes between the Phillies and the main six are pretty great, but all we get from that is that Discord is just talking to other points about Flashlight's friend and stuff like that, and Discord was planning not to go to the Great Galvin Gala, but after that jealousy, he had to go, and guess what he brought to the Great Galvin Gala as his guest? The Smooze, which is basically a gigantic green liquid thing. And oh boy, all he ever does is just make disasters, and everyone is completely aware about this. Twilight Sparkle really doesn't want to cause any chaos since he really wants to oppress the princess a lot because obviously she's the princess of friendship and this is a season 5 episode, but Discord doesn't care because all he cares about is Fluttershy in this episode. And most of this episode is just contained of Discord getting Fluttershy's attention and not having Treehugger as Fluttershy's attention. That's it. I'm not kidding, that's what this entire episode is. I don't care if it's supposed to be predictable, and I do not care that the dresses that the main six are wearing are great. It's predictable and it's really stupid, in my opinion. Yes, I know, I'm kind of being a bit harsh on this episode, but it's really what this episode is. It's predictable. Because of Triargon is just basically, I just don't know the character types of this world. I just don't. I'm really sorry, but I know that she's just basically a Egypt person who isn't more serious than ever until she gets into Discord's world and stuff like that. I can say that she's kind of likable, but she really doesn't do anything special. I mean, some people may like her, but I just found her okay at best. And then, when Discord attempts to throw away, I just got nothing. I just hate scenes like this. It makes me cringe and makes me feel uncomfortable. I've seen scenes like this before and it's nothing special anymore. It's old. All because of Discord's jealousy. This episode exists because of Discord's jealousy. And with us, I suggest Discord to apologize to Treehugger. Everything goes back to normal, obviously. Why did I not talk about the stuff in the middle of the episode? Because it's predictable. Discord makes jokes and this news just causes chaos in the Galvin Gala, and then that's it. That's all there is until Treehugger completely saves the day. I understand that this episode exists for more development on Discord and Fluttershy, but I've still seen stuff like this before, and I do not want to see more of that again. I just feel uncomfortable watching this. As for the jokes, I'm sorry, they're not funny in my opinion. They're pretty weak. I know this is really not something you expect for an episode review from me, but I'm sorry. I really did not like this episode. It's so worse than the Keep Calm and Follow Down episode because of how predictable it is. I really do not like anything in this episode. Sometimes I kind of feel bad for the other characters, especially Twilight Sparkle, who's trying to impress Celestia all this time, but apparently, obviously, Twilight Sparkle obviously forgot that Celestia and Discord are with each other. Seriously, she didn't forget about that? I mean, whatever, just whatever. As for Discord's guest who's just causing havoc, he really doesn't do anything other than being here because Discord needs to talk to Fluttershy and that's it. I know I didn't talk about a lot in this episode, but you see this plot before, I do not like it. I really feel bad for everyone in this episode. About Weldy getting completely dirty because of this news and other characters. Seriously, if I was in this situation, I would probably leave this party instead of just going away somewhere else in the party. That's what I feel about this episode. This episode is so predictable and so uncomfortable to sit through. I know Discord isn't completely aware of this, but he isn't aware of the fact that he was completely torn down this party off because of jealousy. Ugh. Some people may like the pairing of Discord and Farshai, but for me it really isn't. This episode really made me dislike Discord even more. I cannot tolerate this episode much than I already have. This episode deserves a 4 out of 10. I'm sorry, but it's just my opinion on why I do not like Discord as a good person in front of ponies like this, since he isn't aware of anything at all.